Perfect. Let's see music. Scroll it up and then go to the music and pause it. Yeah, yeah.
Our Father in heaven.
Right. All right. I say shalom, 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 shalom. Call Banyamyan on this Shabbat day. It's a nice day. It's not cold. All right. I wish it could stay like this for the rest of winter. Like I said, all praises to the Most High for this day. All right. From Yasharallah, all Israel. Feel good. You know what I mean? It's nice. I don't like when it's cold. You know what I mean? So, like I say, shalom and all praises to the Most High. We give praise to the Most High for whatever position we're in, whether good, bad, whatever position, overjoyed, zealous, happy, sad, we give praise because in the end, the Most High is the one that's going to lift you up and He's the one that's going to bring you up. All right? He's the one that's going to give you the power, the help, the strength, and everything. All right? Not so much material things, but the Most High, because the scripture said it's not the mollifying plaster or the herbs so much that heal us, but it's your word that heals us. Your word is what lifts us up, energizes us, give us inspiration, give us hope, give us knowledge, information. The spirit of truth is what counts, and it comes from the Most High. All right. So I just want to touch on certain things. You know, I mean, being that it's Black History Month, which is actually Hebrew Israelite history. And saying I want to touch on how our history from the past to the present to the future, how it all correlates. I want to give the comparisons, the parallelism, the analogies of Judah and Benjamin from our past history to our present and to the future, how it all intertwines. Now, what I'm saying, I don't want people to get me wrong and say, Banyamyan said this and that. I'm drawing comparisons, analogies, parallelism to the events of biblical history of our past, linking up to the present and to the future. And the reason why I'm doing this, being that it's Black history, and we had a lot of major prominent figures in Black history that played a tremendous and a fundamental and pivotal role in our history. Even though some of them did not fully bring us to the full understanding as to who we are, we still have to give them credit for being on the out front and putting themselves out there to somewhat bring us to some form of consciousness of understanding to who we are. I'm gonna name some of those figures. All right. Frederick Douglass. All right. Okay, Frederick Douglass, right? You know, we heard of Frederick Douglass, all right? He was born in the time of slavery. He was a slave. He was born in 1818, Frederick Douglass, all right? And he always wore his hair back. I understand. And his looks resemble one of the Russian leaders from Russia, all right? And even you see Don King even used to wear his hair like that too, all right? But Frederick Douglass played a pivotal role in history, all right? Even Marcus Garvey named his first ship after him, all right? So he was born in 1818. He was an abolitionist. He was against slavery, okay? Then you had Booker T. Washington, all right? He was very pivotal in history. Marcus Garvey was influenced by Booker T. in the book that Booker T wrote, Up from Slavery. And Marcus Garvey was influenced by that, and he took from that. And that's why he forwarded and said, Up, you mighty people. All right? So Booker T, he was born in 1856. Most of these leaders was born around that time period, around the latter part of the 1800s, mid or early 1800s. Frederick Douglass was born in 1818. All right? Booker T was born in 1856. All right. You had who was Marcus Garvey was born in 1897. All right. Then you had W.E.B. Du Bois, who was born in 1868. Right. So that's what, four. Okay. Marcus Garvey, 1897. Du Bois, 1868. Booker T. Washington, 1856. And Frederick Douglass, 1818. So all these figures were born around that early part or the early part of the 1800s, late 1800s. And which one of them lived the longest? Let me see. I'll put like a trivia question out there to see which one of them lived the longest. Du Bois, Booker T, Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey. Which one of them lived the longest?
I said Marcus Garvey. Be wrong.
Mm-mm.
Let's do it up there.
E.B. Du Bois.
Du Bois. W.E.B. Du Bois lived the longest. He saw at least 6 presidents in office. He died in August of 1963, 3 months before Kennedy got assassinated. Now, Du Bois, he was an arch nemesis to Marcus Garvey. He was against Marcus Garvey. All right? Because he was for integration. He wanted Judah to integrate in the intellectual side of the system. Marcus Garvey was a separatist. Marcus Garvey was a strict Pan-African. You were like, nah. You were like, nah. Do for ourselves, separate from the enemy. And he wanted to keep our race pure. He said, nah, you should be integrating and marrying to these people. Marcus Garvey was a strong Pan-Africanist. But W. Du Bois wanted us to integrate in the system, to use the system to benefit us. He was what you call intellectual elitist. He was, I should say, one of the first blacks to get a PhD. And he lived a long time. He saw a lot of presidents in office, man. He saw Kennedy before he died in office. All right? And Marcus Garvey died in 1940. All right? Booker T died in 1915. Marcus Garvey wanted to meet up with him, but he died before Marcus Garvey was able to come to the United States in 1916. Because Marcus Garvey was influenced by Booker T, and he wanted to establish a school like the Tuskegee Institute. He wanted to link up with Booker T. Washington, but he didn't get the chance to do it. So when Marcus Garvey came here in 1916, he had already died. And Marcus Garvey was very much influenced by Booker T. And that's why Marcus Garvey was able to be influential in bringing his UNIA to the United States in Harlem. Now, Marcus Garvey, of all these black leaders, I should say, became the most successful in rallying the masses of black people. He was able to unify black people, not, let me repeat now, not unify us under our true identity as Hebrew Israelites, but he unified us under what? Under Pan-Africanism. So don't say Banyamyan said, Marcus Garvey unified us under. No, what I'm saying, he did not unify us under our identity as Hebrew Israelites, but he unified us under Pan-Africanism, which drew one of the largest movements of black people in that era. No other black person drew the amount of black people in that time and era. Marcus Garvey drew that, and he was not able to do that until he came to Harlem, USA. You understand? Right. So going back to what I was saying the week before, that Judah should be in the neck of his enemies. Judah is here in the midst of this centralized government on the political level, the economical level, the civil rights movement, the athleticism. Judah is in the forefront. So in order for Marcus Garvey to get his reach and the notoriety, he had to bring it to where Judah is located. Okay. Now, when you go back in our history, who was the first king of Israel? What tribe was he from? He was a Benjamite. Now, what I'm showing you is a comparison. I'm not saying Marcus Garvey is the first king of Israel, but I'm drawing a comparison because history always repeats itself. The Most High said there's nothing new under the sun. Now, of all the leaders that came that I mentioned before, and there were many more, but these were the most prominent leaders from that era: Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, and W.E.B. Du Bois. Which one of these leaders was able to rally and unify Black people on a significant level? Marcus Garvey. Hands down, Marcus Garvey. So I'm drawing the comparison and the parallelism and the analogy to the first king of Israel, which was King Saul. You understand? And Marcus Garvey was from where? He was from Jamaica. He was a Benjamite. You understand? So I'm just showing the comparison analogy. I'm not saying because people, Banyamyan say Marcus Garvey is King Saul. I didn't say that. You gotta make yourself clear because people take what you say and twist it and turn it around. I'm drawing the comparison and the analogy and the parallelism to our history. When you look at it, Marcus Garvey was one of the first Black leaders to what you call unify Black people on a large scale, whether it's in the Caribbean, Central America, South America, the United States. He was able to do that. And he did it by bringing his movement to Harlem, USA in 1916, where he formed one of the largest Black movements. Now, this is what I'm showing. So, now, was Frederick Douglass famous? Yes, he was famous because he was against slavery. He wrote books. Was Booker T famous? Yes, he was because Marcus Garvey was influenced by him. Okay. Was W.E.B. Du Bois famous? Yes. But like I said, he was at odds with Marcus Garvey. Now, we might argue and say, somebody might argue and say, but W.E.B. Du Bois, he had a ground to stand in certain things. Some people might disagree with his stance because he wanted to integrate the system, right? And he figured by us integrating the system, that's how we could achieve more of a beneficial and a foothold in the system. But that shows you, like the scripture says, man, that Judah will be in the neck of their enemies. All right. And his reach, you could say he was a part founder of the NAACP, W.E. Du Bois. He was a part co-founder of that. He helped to establish that, along with so-called Jews. All right. So that shows you that Judah has that reach and that power in the system that no other tribe have but Judah. All right. So I want to go to the book of 1 Samuel and showing you the comparison of King Saul and Marcus Garvey as being one of the first Black leaders to unify Black people on a large scale. Because when Israel was a divided kingdom, we were ruled by who? By judges, elders, and so forth. We didn't have no prominent figure or leader to lead us until the Most High said to anoint Saul to be king over Israel, and he became the first unified leader under Israel. Then after that, you had David and Solomon. Okay, so I want to just show the analogy and the comparison. Let's go to the book of First Kings.
You were saying king?
Yeah, First Kings.
First Samuel?
I mean First Samuel. Sorry, Kings of my mind, King, because I'm dealing with kings. First Samuel, and let's go here to the 8th chapter. Yeah, the 8th chapter. Yes, 1 Samuel, the 8th chapter, and let's start from the top.
That book of 1 Samuel, King James Version of the Bible, chapter 8 and verse 1. And it came to pass when Samuel was old that he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel, and the name of his second, Abiah. They were judges in Beersheba. And his sons walked not in his ways.
All right, so this is Samuel. Now Samuel was a prophet, but his sons were corrupt and wicked. All right, go ahead.
And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre and took bribes.
So you know what's that? Money and bribes. Like we gotta pay me. You want something? Pay me. They was taking bribes, money. They were looking the other way. Don't worry about that. Just put the money on the table and I'll look the other way. I'll let you go, like Trump. How Trump is doing. All right. So his sons are doing the same and taking money, bribery. You could pay them off. Listen, I'll pay you $10,000 if you just like look the other way what I did. I raped somebody out there, but I don't want to be found guilty because I'm powerful, I'm rich. So here's $10,000. Say I didn't do it. Say I'm innocent. And that's what they was doing. Taking money, bribery. They were wicked, corrupt sons. Okay? And when you do that, man, you defame and you corrupt everything that the Most High established. And that brings for total destruction. That's why America is going to be brought down. Because it's full of bribery, corruption, and everything you think of. And that's what Trump administration is doing. All right? So his sons is doing that. And Samuel was a righteous prophet. But that shows you could be righteous, but your train could follow in the wrong footstep. And they could become just as corrupt and wicked and evil. It ain't to say Samuel didn't teach his sons that. He taught them. But every man have his own fate and destiny and his path to follow. And it's up to you to choose good or evil. All right? So read that part again.
Yep. Out of the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 8, verse 3. And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre and took bribes and perverted judgment.
See, and perverted judgment. They perverted judgment. That's the worst thing you could do, pervert judgment, man. Okay? And once you start getting paid, like your politicians today, all of them getting paid from APAC. They asked Hakeem Jeffries. He's getting paid from, so he's going to sell out. He's a sellout. I don't like him. I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't like him. I don't like sellouts. If you're getting paid and you're not there to represent the people, get the hell out of the way. You're a damn traitor. Okay? And he's getting money. So they asked him, Hakeem, do you think I should be abolished? The Sambo went around it and did everything to answer the question. He said, the guy asked him, he said, listen, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm going to speak my language and you're going to speak your language. So what he's telling him, nigga, I'm not going to stop taking the money. I'm going to do what I got to do to make my money. But I'm not going to stop taking money from APAC. If a lot of your politicians will stop taking money from these big corporations and stuff, America and everything will run right properly. But they're so damn corrupt and greedy. They're taking the money up front, under the table, back door, indoor, everywhere. You understand? That's why I never like politicians. I call them polytricksters. I never like them. Never like politicians, man. They can't be trusted. They speak one way, but they're doing something different. If they're not for the cause of the people and standing for the people and we're ready to die for the people, you're not a leader. You're a damn sellout. Okay? And that's the worst thing. The Most High hates that, man. Even, I have to give it to Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, even though he was Muslim and he did not have the full truth, Muhammad Ali said, what would I say in history and what would I tell my people if I sold out? And he had enough conviction and courage to say, I can't sell out. I can't do that. Muhammad Ali said, I'm not going to fight your war. I'm not going to fight for you. I'm not doing it because they didn't call me niggas. The people over there didn't call me niggas. You call me niggas. He said, I'm not doing it. He said, no, I can't do it. And Muhammad Ali stood his ground where he lost everything. He didn't sell out. I have to give him credit for that. That takes integrity, man. Okay? And he didn't have the full truth. He only had the truth that Elijah Muhammad taught him. And he was able to stand strong on that foundation. All right? So continue.
First Samuel 8, verse 4. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations.
So they said, listen, man, your sons, but see how the Most High did that? The Most High was in the making of that too. So they said, listen, man, listen, Samuel, your sons, man, your sons are corrupt, man. Your sons got to go. We need a king now to run this thing, man. Your sons are corrupt. So they came, the judges and the elders, to Samuel to tell Samuel that. All right, go ahead.
It says, but the thing displeased Samuel when they said, Give us a king to judge us.
So it displeased Samuel because we never had a king before. We wanted to do like the nations did, to have a king. All right, go ahead.
And Samuel prayed unto the Lord Most High.
So Samuel prayed unto the Most High because this thing troubled Samuel. Samuel was like, man, how am I going to deal with this thing, man? Continue.
And the Lord Most High said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee. For they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them.
And that's what our people like to do today. That's why they try to choose every other path and every other way. Well, no, we're going to set up our own thing. Islam, Egyptology, Pan-Africanism. We're going to do all our own thing. We want to be a Democrat. They don't want to follow the way of the Most High. They want to choose their own path. But the Most High said we have to return back onto the old path. Most High, seek ye the old path. All right? Continue.
According to in 1 Samuel 8, verse 8, according to all works which they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Egypt, even unto this day, wherewith they have forsaken me and serve other gods, so do they also unto thee. Now therefore hearken unto their voice, howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and show them the manner of the king that shall reign over them. And Samuel told all the words of the Lord Most High unto the people that asked of him a king.
So we wanted a king. So Samuel said, I'm going to show you the whole rundown of when you have a king. All right, continue.
And he said, This will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for himself, for his chariots, and to be his horsemen. And some shall run before his chariots. He will appoint him captains over thousands and captains over fifties, and will set them to ear his ground and to reap his harvest, and to make his instruments of war and instruments of his chariots. And he will take your daughters to be confectionaries, and to be cooks, and to be bakers. And he will take your fields and your vineyards and your olive yards, even the best of them, and give them to his servants. And he will take the tenth of your seed and of your vineyards, and give to his officers and to his servants. And he will take your men servants and your maid servants and your goodless young men and your asses, and put them to his work.
So these are going to be the requirements of when you have a king. And they didn't mind, Israel didn't mind. We want a king. We want a king. All right, go ahead.
And he will take your, and he will take the tenth of your sheep, and ye shall be his servants. And ye shall cry out in that day because of your king, which ye shall have chosen you. And the Lord Most High will not hear you in that day. Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel.
They didn't want to hear that. Their mind was set. We want a king. We don't care what you say, Samuel. Get out the way. We want a king. Now, we want that king now. We hear what you're saying, Samuel, but we want a king. Your sons are corrupt. They're not running the thing properly. We need a king to run this thing for us. And you know, Israel, when we become stubborn, we could be stubborn. All right? Continue.
And they said, Nay, but we will have a king over us.
So they said, we don't care what you say, Samuel. We heard what you said. You run it down to us. You told us we want a king, Samuel. Save yourself. Save yourself with all that long speech of what the king. We just want a king. All right? Go ahead.
That we also may be like all the nations.
See? And that's the main thing that we always want to do, to be like the other nations. Merely to be like the Africans, to follow their customs. We always want to follow the way of the Africans and do the things that they're doing. And the Most High separate us from that. He said, I made you to be separate from all the nations. But we still couldn't get in our thick skulls, man. All right, continue.
And go out before us and fight our battles. And Samuel heard all the words of the people, and he rehearsed them in the ears of the Lord Most High.
And Samuel, what they told him, Samuel rehearsed it back to the Most High. Said, Most High, you heard? See, this is what they said. They said they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear what I told them. They said they want a king, no matter what. They don't care if he's going to take the sons. He's going to take the daughters. They don't care if they have to pay a tenth. They want a king, Most High. What should I do, Most High? Continue.
And the Lord Most High said to Samuel, hearken unto their voice.
The Most High said, you know what, Samuel? Listen to those rebellious Negroes. Go back to them and say, okay, have it your way. Like Burger King, have it your way. Go ahead.
And make them a king. And Samuel said unto the men of Israel, go ye every man unto his city.
So Samuel said, okay, go every man to his city. Now, let's read the 9th chapter now.
Read the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 9, verse 1. Now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abidiel, the son of Zerah.
Right. So now this is King Saul now, a Benjamite. All right. And the word Kish comes from the word dark skin too, or burnt face. All right. So he's showing you King Saul was a black man. He was in white. Like they will have you believe, oh, the Hebrew Israelites were white people. The Asian Israelites were white. No. King Saul was a Benjamite. Our history is the same back then as the same as today. The only difference today is what? What's the only difference today? That's it. We lost our identity. That's the only thing. But the same attitudes, the same characteristics are there today. The only different today, we don't know who we are today, the majority of our people. It's only some of us know who we are today. But the majority of us on a large scale don't know who we are and don't give a damn and don't care. Okay? But the same attitude, the same characteristics are there today. It hasn't changed. The same lifestyle, the same music. All the tribes have their own genre of music that they like and fit into. But they all have the same vibes, but different genre. Benjamin likes what? He likes his what? Reggae and his calypso. Judah like what?
Music too.
R&B, rap. So all the tribes have their own version and style of their flavor of music. You understand? Judah loves rap. He loves R&B. Judah loves to be the rapper, the smooth crooner rapping to the woman. Like what's his name?
Which called the guy pitch his face.
Back from the 80s. What's his name?
Oh no, he said 80.
Big what's the
Very white.
Not Barry White. He was a rapper. I forget his name. He was from Brooklyn. Big Daddy Kane. Okay, and all those guys. You know what I'm saying? Even when you bring it up today, R. Kelly. You understand? They love to rap and sing love songs for the woman. And you look at all the major groups that came out. All right. Uh, 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 Boys to Men.
Yeah, Boys to Men, New Edition.
New Edition. What was song about? Singing about croning, singing songs to the women, love songs. You understand? All the major groups that came out from that era, right? Yeah.
I don't say they collaborated too.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of them collaborated.
Who?
Reggae and
who? Usher. Yeah, Usher. You know what I'm saying? So, and even back from the 60s and the 70s, all right, when the OJs, the Temptations, the Spinners, the Stylistics, the Manhattans, all that came out. What was this thing about? Love songs. Understand? They had their style of doing things. You understand? Yeah.
I won't say, but it all meant something too.
It meant something. Yeah. You understand? But their music was more about love and loving the woman, singing to the woman, and and stuff like that. But what Benjamin was bringing, what was he bringing to the table? Boom, 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 roll. Judgment, Babylon 4, raging against the system. You understand? Fire Babylon, wicked Babylon system. You understand? Yeah.
I don't want to say what you Adam just saying. A lot of them kept the Most High name in it.
Yeah.
They said the Almighty, what's it? Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
A lot of them kept them too.
They had different styles, but it was all based on the characteristic of those particular tribes. Yeah, Labraham.
Yeah. Benjamin was more political.
Yeah.
They were political, dealing with the corruption in the world.
Right. Corruption of the system. Revolution. It wasn't trying to like, nah, we ain't going for that. They was burn it down. Fire for Babylon. Fire. You understand? Straight raw. Like a wolf. Ravishing. You understand? But Judah was more like a little more calmer, a little more complacent to it. Like easy with it. But Benjamin was like, nah, man, nah. Fire for that. Fire. Yeah, Judah more like trying to compromise, like, we could get in there somewhere and try to make it work for us. You understand? But Benjamin was like, burn it down, fire. You understand? And it's the same thing today. So all the tribes had their characteristics. And that's what you have to look at. The characteristics are still there today. All right? And when you look at how Judah integrated the system on the political level, the economical level, I'm gonna share something. If it wasn't for Judah, South Africa would have never have gotten rid of apartheid. Do y'all know that? It was Black Americans, Judah, that fought to get rid of the apartheid in South Africa. They formed all the different organizations to abolish apartheid. To boycott a lot of these big corporations. They was going at Reagan, like, listen, man, this is what you're doing? We're going to boycott all these organizations. Remember, Jesse Jackson was up there too. Jesse Jackson. So Judah was up there in the forefront to help fight for the apartheid against South Africa. So that's why Judah has that reach in the system, the political, the economical, all right, the entertainment, the athleticism. Judah is up there in the neck of the enemy. All right? Hold that. Let me come back right here. I'm sure something about I'm going to read about King Saul and how I'm comparing it to how he's being compared in comparison to Marcus Garvey. I'm not saying Marcus Garvey now is King Saul. Okay? I'm not saying that. I'm drawing the comparison. How Marcus Garvey came in that more or less similar position as King Saul to unify Israel, right? Go to 1 Chronicles 28 and the 4th verse. I want to show you something. 1 Chronicles 28 and 4.
That book, First Chronicle chapter 28, verse 4.
I tell you, read the first verse, but the fourth verse is the main verse.
We have the book of First Chronicles, chapter 28, verse 1. And David assembled all the princes of Israel, the princes of the tribes, and the captains of the companies that ministered to the king by course, and the captains over the thousands, and captains over the hundreds, and the stewards over all substance and possession of the king, and of his sons, with officers, and with the mighty men, and with all the violent men unto Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
Then David the king stood up upon his feet and said, Hear me, my brethren, and my people. As for me, I had in mind heart to build an house of rest for the ark of the covenant of the Lord Most High, and for the footstool of our God Most High power, and had made ready for the building.
Mm-hmm.
But God Most High said unto me, Thou shalt not build an house for my name.
So the Most High said, David, you can't build a house, David. Nope, sorry. Go ahead.
Because thou hast been a man of war and hast shed blood.
Mm-hmm.
Howbeit the Lord Most High power of Israel chose me before all the house of my father to be king over Israel forever. For he have chosen Judah to be the ruler.
So who's the ruler? Judah is the ruler over all 12 tribes. Okay? Judah is the ruler. Okay? All the major kings came out of Judah. From the time of David, the major kings that sat on the thrones were from the line of Judah. Even Yahushua HaMashiach himself is from the lineage of Judah, from the lineage of David. All right? So Judah is the ruler. So that's why Judah sets the stage for everything that goes down, and everybody else follow. Okay? Read that verse again.
From the top of First Chronicles chapter 28, verse 4. Howbeit the Lord Most High power of Israel chose me before all the house of my father to be king over Israel forever. For he have chosen Judah to be the ruler, and of the house of Judah, the house of my father, and among the sons of my father, he liked me to make me king over all Israel.
All right. So you see that. So Judah is the ruler. All right. And that's why the Most High said he's going to raise up the tents of Judah first. All right. This truth was brought up by Judah on a large scale. When I got the truth, I got it from Judah. I got the truth when I came here from Judah. The truth didn't come over from someplace in Africa. It was right here in the United States. All right? Waiting on me until I got here. But I was being groomed to it consciously by Benjamin, by the music. But when I got here, I got the full understanding here when I came here to Judah. So when I got here, it wasn't no problem to recognize the truth. Because it was already in me, listening to Benjamin with the music, hearing about Babylon, Babylon. And when I saw the truth, everything just clicked. Bam! It wasn't like, nah, that ain't the truth. Nah. Everything just clicked right in. It clicked right in on April 29, 1987. All praises to the Most High. Okay? So that's the Most High using Judah to magnify and bring this truth out. All right? And the Most High said, unto Judah shall the gathering be. All right? So now let's go back to 1 Kings now. So Judah and Benjamin played a vital role. All right? Because they were both of the southern kingdom. All right? So let's go back to 1 Samuel, the 9th chapter.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 9.
Read the first verse again.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 9, verse 1. Now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zerah, the son of Bechorath, the son of Ephia, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power.
See, he was a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. Now, a lot of people know about Marcus Garvey. Now, I'm going to say it again. I'm not saying Marcus Garvey is King Saul. Because I know people are saying, that's what he's saying. No, I'm drawing the comparison and the analogy. Okay? Now, Marcus Garvey was a powerful dude. And guess what? Was Marcus Garvey tall? He was a short guy, about 5'2", but powerful, strong black man, brother. When he spoke, he was like a lion, okay? He shook people up, man, and his words resonated deep into you, man, okay? He was a powerful dude, Marcus Garvey, okay? And he spoke with confidence, and he kept that royalty in him. He didn't bow down to white people. Yes.
He wasn't afraid.
He wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid. He stood up, man. And he believed in separation from this devil that we should do for ourselves. Okay? He believed in that. Okay? And he fought for that. And that's why he brought his movement to Harlem, USA. And that's where it got its full traction. Okay? Yes.
And WEB, the voice could not stand him.
Couldn't stand Marcus Garvey. He couldn't stand him. And Marcus Garvey spoke up against him. Marcus Garvey used to say, you light-skinned people, you can't trust you. Yeah, Marcus Garvey. And he called Marcus Garvey a slanderous, a charlatan. And Marcus Garvey used to roll in his behind. Marcus Garvey used to say, man, him and Marcus Garvey was going at it, man. Bad, man. You think the beef started now with Israelites? It started back then, man. Understand? Because even at one point, W. Du Bois was even allowing J. Edgar Hoover to investigate Marcus Garvey. Yeah.
And he was the thorn in Marcus.
He was the thorn in Marcus Garvey's side. Yeah. He was the one that was telling Hoover and them to like, get Marcus Garvey out of here, deport him. You understand? So it was a struggle, man. It was a big struggle. But Marcus Garvey initially was able to gather a lot of Judah and a lot of Israelites in Harlem, USA, man, to create his movement, man. And it was a strong movement. Marcus Garvey had chapters in Central America, South America, in Jamaica, in Costa Rica. You understand? But his strongest foothold was up here in Harlem, USA. Okay? So continue reading on.
1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 2. And he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man, and a goodly. And there was not among the children of Israel a goodly person than he. From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people.
He was tall, strong, Saul. That was the first king of Israel, a Benjamite. So I'm drawing the comparison, the analogy to how Marcus Garvey was able to be the first black leader to so-called unify black people, but not under our identity, but under Pan-Africanism. No other black person was able to do that in that era of time. Okay, continue.
And the asses of Kish, Saul's father, were lost. And Kish said to Saul his son, Take now one of the servants with thee, and arise, go seek the asses. And he passed through Mount Ephraim, and passed through the land of Shalisha, but they found them not. Then they passed through the land of Shalem, and there they were not. And he passed through the land of the Benjamites, but they found them not. And when they were come to the land of Zippah, Saul said to his servant, that was with him, come, and let us return, lest my father leave, caring for the asses, and take thought for us. And he said unto him, Behold, now there is in this city a man of God, and he is an honorable man. All that he said cometh surely to pass.
Speaking about Samuel, all right, because Samuel was a godly man, a prophet of the Most High. And I said, and Saul loved Samuel, and Samuel had loved Saul too. Samuel cried for Saul. You understand? And that's that love, that mutual love and respect they have for one another. But Samuel had to give the judgment to Saul when he disobeyed. All right, even though he loved him, it hurt him, man. Okay, continue.
Now let us go thither, peradventure he can show us our way that we should go. Then said Saul to his servant, behold, if we go, what shall we bring the man? For the bread is spent in our vessels, and there is not a present to bring to the man of God Most High power. What have we?
Right. He said, what are we going to bring as a gift or a present to the man of the Most High? Because he said, you just can't go up there big-handed to the man of the Most High. We have to give him something because he represents the Most High. All right. Continue.
And the servant answered Saul again and said, Behold, I have here at hand the forepart of a shekel of silver, that will I give to the man of God Most High, to tell us our way. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God the Most High, thus he spake, Come, and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer.
Right. So before you were called a prophet, you were called a seer. All right. So prophet Samuel was that seer. And whenever Israel wanted to find something, they would go to Samuel to find out directly what the Most High was going to do or what he was doing. All right. Continue.
Then said Saul to his servant, Well said, come, let us go. So they went unto the city where the man of God Most High power was. And as they went up the hill to the city, they found young maidens going out to draw water, and said unto them, Is the seer here? And they answered them and said, He is. Behold, he is before you. Make haste now, for he came to the city, for there is a sacrifice of the people today in the high place.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as ye be come into the city, ye shall straightway find him, before he go up to the high place to eat. For the people will not eat until he come, because he doth bless the sacrifice.
So that was his job. He used to bless the sacrifice. So this probably was a high holy day that they was keeping, one of those days. So Samuel was going to bless the sacrifice. All right, continue.
And afterwards they eat that be bidden by them. Now therefore get you up, for about this time you shall find him. And they went up into the city, and when they were come into the city, behold, Samuel came out against them, for to go up to the high place. Now the Lord Most High had told Samuel in his ear a day before Saul came, saying, Tomorrow, about this time, I will send thee a man out of the land of Benjamin, and thou shalt anoint him to be captain over my people Israel,
Mm-hmm.
that he may serve my people out of the land of the Philistines. For I have looked upon my people, because their cry is come unto me.
So Samuel is going to anoint Saul now to become the first king over Israel, which was a Benjamite. All right. So he was going to unify Israel as a nation, King Saul. All right. Continue.
And when Samuel saw Saul, the Lord Most High said unto him, Behold, the man whom I spake to thee of, this same shall reign over my people. Then Saul drew near to Samuel in the gate and said, Tell me, I pray thee, where the seer house is. And Samuel answered Saul and said, I am the seer. Go up before me unto the high place, for ye shall eat with me today, and tomorrow I will let thee go, and will tell thee all that is in thine heart.
Mm-hmm.
And as for thine asses, they were lost 3 days ago. Set not thy mind on them, for they are found. And on whom is all the desire of Israel? It is not on thee, and on all thy father's house. And Saul answered and said, I'm not a Benjamite of the smallest.
Read again.
And Saul answered and said, Am not I a Benjamite?
So Saul said, am I not a Benjamite? So some people say, but you can't tell what tribe you are. So what's the sense of being an Israelite if you don't know who you are? All right? We identify ourselves by our tribes. All right? So Saul is saying, I'm a Benjamite. All right? So some people say, but brother, we don't know who tribes. Yeah, okay, let's say that. But when you grow in this truth and you learn this truth and you learn the different characteristics from us being here in the United States, in the America, wherever we scattered, you will see, according to the characteristics that we have today, it's the same characteristics that we had back in the past. Everything that the Bible said about us, we're doing today. Nothing different. The only difference is we lost our identity. Yes, Labrian.
Yeah, Ben, even all the other nations around us, they got tribes too.
They got tribes too?
Tribe is only the lineage of the father. That's all it is.
And then to show you, right, how this is spiritual, it's common knowledge, it's simplicity, it's allegory, it's symbolic, it's prophetic. Look at this here now. Of all the tribes between Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, we know those are the southern kingdom. Amongst those 3 tribes, what nation, let me see, I'm going to say, but y'all going to get it. What nation, particularly that are East Indians, live amongst these tribes? Which one? East Indians. Benjamin, right? Right. The East Indians, the people from what you call coolies. Who they live amongst? Benjamin. They don't live among Judah. They do not. So you got to look at things, common sense, and look at the history. It's there. The Most High put it there for you, but you have to pick up on it. It's simplicity. Like the scripture said, the simplicity of Yahushua. Of all the nations that come from East India or East Indians or coolies, they only live among Benjamin. They don't live among Judah. Huh? Right. They look like, they sound like Benjamin. They talk. You ever see Guyanese coolie? You ever see Jamaican coolies? You ever see Trinidadian coolies? They live amongst Benjamin. You see what I'm saying, Sister Carol? In Jamaica, what do you call them? We call them in Jamaica. You call them coolie, right? The people from East India, we call them Carol. You don't know? You never? But who? But they live amongst who? Jamaicans, right? So they call him coolie. Some people call him coolie babu. Yeah, that's a derogatory name. Yeah, that's a derogatory name, coolie babu. All right. All right. But they only live amongst Benjamin. They don't live among Judah. In Trinidad, it's the same thing. In Guyana, in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? So the most, so in Antigua, yeah, they live amongst maybe Benjamin. They don't live amongst Judah. All right? So those are some of the basic things that you have to pinpoint and see. But if you not familiar with the characteristics of the tribe, you understand these things. All right? You have to be amongst the tribes to understand that. All right? Now, who mainly lives amongst Judah? Ephraim. Ephraim, Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans.
Dominicans too. Simeon too.
Simeons. Yeah. Yeah.
But even if you look on the map when they were given the land, Simeon was inside of Judah anyway.
Right. And then look at this here. Back in, I think it was in I think it was either the 50s or the 70s. It was a group of Judites that went to Santo Domingo and stayed there for a long period of time. I think they're still there too. You understand? That went to Santo Domingo and lived there. All right? So Judah mainly is surrounded by Ephraim and Simeon. And Benjamin is mainly surrounded by who? By the coolies. Coolies live amongst them. Esther, who did she dance for? The Persian king. Elam, an East Indian. That's why he liked her. When she danced for him, he probably said, come, 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 my, come, come. You are Benjamin princess. Everything correlates together. It's there. You have to see it. But if you don't read the scriptures and look at the everyday events, you will never understand these things. And the Most High left those there as signs for us to see. Visible signs, common sense signs, not scholarly level signs, but common sense level, basic historical, everyday historical events. Yes.
That's my family. My father is Judah, but my mother, my grandmother is Ephraim.
Mm-hmm.
Her father is Puerto Rican.
Yeah. You understand? But if you on this level that you can't understand the basic simplicity of the scripture, the milk of the scripture, you can't see this.
Right.
It takes a spiritual eye and also basic common sense. Common sense. All right? That's all I'm saying. And yeah, like Paul said in the scripture, it's the simplicity of Christ in the scriptures. It's not something scholarly or some big, intellectually. No. The scripture is brought up on a basic milk level to us. It's only certain things are in dark parables and deep mysteries. But most of the time, the scriptures is basic milk for us to understand. All right? So Saul is telling you, he said, look, I'm a Benjamite. He's identifying his tribe. He said, I'm a Benjamite. All right? So let's continue reading that. So I just wanted to go around here and show those things so people open their mind and see certain things. All right? Okay? So when you look at it, the coolies live amongst Benjamites, so-called West Indians. That's who they predominantly live amongst. And they speak like us too. You ever hear a coolie from Jamaica? You swear he's a Jamaican. All right? You ever hear a coolie from Trinidad? You swear he's a Trinidad. All right? They speak just like them too. Okay? Go ahead. What verse you left off in?
Let's see. 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 7. No. 8.
21. Read 21 again.
21?
Yeah, you're in the 21st verse. 21 verse. 21. Read 21 again.
Okay. Read out the book of 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 21. And Saul answered and said, am not I a Benjamite, of the smallest of the tribes of Israel?
Now, Benjamin was the smallest of the tribes, right? The smallest. All right? But guess what? The smallest, but the most what?
Violent.
Violent, rebellious. Rebellious. What did Benjamin do? They fought against all Israel and was kicking butts too until the Mosai said, no, it's got to stop now. Mosai said, put an end to this stuff now. Judah, go up and put an end to this thing. But they was kicking everybody's butt. Okay? The smallest of the tribe, but they was raising hell. And the youngest. All right? Right? Little brother and Judah's big brother. That's why Marcus Garvey gave credence to Booker T. Washington. He was influenced by him, his big brother. All right? And he named his ship after Frederick Douglass because he looked up to Judah. That's why he brought his movement to Harlem. We have to see the connection. All right? Go ahead.
It says, am not I a Benjamite of the smallest of the tribes of Israel, and my family the least of all the families of the tribe of Benjamin? Wherefore then speakest thou so to me?
Mm-hmm.
And Samuel took Saul and his servant and brought them into.
And what
Harlem.
tribe was Samuel from? No. Samuel was a Levite. Samuel was a Levite. He was a Levite. But he lived in Mount Ephraim. Because remember, the priests, they didn't have no inheritance. They lived anywhere amongst the tribes. There. He was a Levite. All right. Go ahead.
And made them sit in the chiefest place among them that were bidden, which were about 30 persons. And Samuel said unto the cook, bring the portion which I gave thee, of which I said unto thee, set it by thee. And the cook took up the shoulder, and that which was upon it, and set it before Saul.
Now, the shoulder. The shoulder is symbolic, it's physical, and it has a lot of meanings. Where is your shoulder on your body?
At the top.
Up top, right? Okay. Now, in this prophecies, Most High said, Benjamin, right, shall dwell between his shoulders. What does that mean? Right. Where is Judah located? In the head, which is America, and Benjamin is located in the shoulders, in the chain of islands in the Caribbean. When you look at it, it represents a shoulder of islands. So Benjamin is in the shoulder, all right? And the Most High said the shoulder is like the choice part of the meat. That's not the tenderest part, but that's the cheapest and most, that's the part of the meat that most people can afford from the shoulder. You get the beef stews, the chucks, and so forth. The loins area, that's the most expensive. That's what you get your filet mignon, your sirloin steak, all those expensive part of the steak. That's the loin area. But the shoulder, most people can afford. All right. When you go to the store, you say, give me that shoulder steak, that chuck steak, give me that beef stew. All right. That's where it comes from. Now, the loin now, that's a very expensive thing. All right. The tenderest part of the meat. And you're going to pay money for that. That's not cheap. But the shoulder is economical and convenient for everybody to purchase. It's not tough, but it's cheaper on your pocket. Right. When you go to the store to buy it. Yes. It's the most part of the meat. Yeah.
But it's the strongest part.
The strongest. Yeah, a lot of muscle. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
you have to cook it.
You have to cook it. Yeah.
Because it goes tough and
Then it goes, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So that was the shoulder. When the Most High said, get the shoulder, give the shoulder, most of the time was given out to the priest or to whoever. All right. But in prophecy, it represents a chain of islands in the Caribbean. It said, Benjamin shall dwell between his shoulders. Your shoulder is up to your head, your neck. Judah is in the head, but in the neck of the enemy. And Benjamin is in the shoulder. right next to Judah, but in the islands of the Caribbean. Yes,
Yeah,
LeBron.
if you look at it, the shoulder part protects the neck.
Protects the necks. All right? Okay? So the Most High speaks to us poetically, prophetically, hip talk, in every way possible, man. The Most High speaks to us, but you have to be in tune to see and understand that. And it's all here. When you read these scriptures, because remember, when King Saul lost connection to the Most High, what did he do? When he lost all connection and spiritual connection to the Most High, what was his last resort to get back to the Most High? What did he do? Or what do we call a witch in the island, Carol? Obia woman. He went to the Obia woman. That's what he went. He went to see the Obia woman. And when she saw him, she nearly passed out. He said, no, Saul said, I'm not going to kill you. Because Saul put out a decree that anybody that consults a witch should be killed. We call them Obia woman, and that's what she was. It's the same thing. That's why he disguised himself. You understand? Everything that we do is here in the scripture, and we're still doing it today. Yeah, we read. Go tell me what him say. Tell me what him say. What God said. You understand? Benjamin know about that. Yeah. Me go to the Obia man, you know. Me I go to the Obia man, no man. The Obia man said me go do good to them, no. You know? So Saul did the same thing. He was a Benjamite. He went to the Obia woman. It's the same thing. We do the same thing. When he lost all connection to the Most High, she saw him. She like, oh! She cried out. She said, don't kill me. Saul said, no, I ain't gonna kill you, man. No. Because Saul put out a decree to kill every Obia woman. Yeah. You understand? And Saul disguised himself. You understand? Yeah, because Saul lost all connection to the Most High. Okay? So everything that we do is in here. And we're doing the same thing all over again. Yes.
He lost the right hand side
Connection. He went to the left hand side. Yes. Samuel. Yeah. Because he trusted Samuel. He knew Samuel. You know what I'm saying? But it was too late then. The Most High took away that spirit from him. And he said, bring me up Saul, bring me up Samuel. Let me talk to Samuel. Because Samuel's the only one. Because Samuel practically raised him. Samuel anointed him. And Samuel had loved Saul too. And Saul had loved Samuel too. You understand? They were good. And Samuel cried for him, man. Samuel said, what did you do, man? What did you do, Saul? I chose you to be king over Israel, man. All right. So the characteristics, the symbolism, the analogy, the parallelism is all there. You have to see it, read it, and live it, and watch it, and observe it. It's a sign for us. All right. Continue reading on. What verse you in?
Yeah, I'm 24.
Okay,
1
24.
Samuel chapter 9, verse 24. And he took up the shoulder and that which was upon it, and set it before Saul. And Saul said, behold, that which is left, set it before thee, and eat. For unto this time hath it been kept for thee since I said, and I have invited the people. So Saul did eat with Samuel that day.
So he was eating the shoulder of what? Either a cow or a lamb. Okay, go ahead.
And when they were come down from the high place into the city, Samuel communed with Saul upon the top of the house. And there rose early, and it came to pass about the spring of the day that Samuel called Saul to the top of the house, saying, up, that I may send thee. And Saul arose. And Saul arose. And there rose early, and it came to pass about the spring of the day that Samuel called Saul to the top of the house, saying, up, that I may send thee away. And Saul arose, and they went out, both of them, and he set Samuel abroad. And as they were going down to the end of the city, Samuel said to Saul, bid the servant pass on before us. And he passed on. But stand thou still a while, that I may show thee the word of God Most High Power.
Okay, now read the 10th chapter now. So now Samuel is going to anoint him king over Israel to unify Israel as a whole. Okay, read first Samuel 10.
Yep, we on the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 9, verse 10. Excuse me, chapter 10, verse 1. Then Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it upon his head and kissed him and said, it is not because
No,
the Lord
it
Most High
is
it not because the Lord Most High hath anointed thee to be captain over his inheritance.
Mhm.
When thou art departed from me today,
So what is he took a vial of oil. What oil was that? Olive oil. All right. He took the oil to anoint him. All right. Go ahead.
then thou shalt find 2 men by Rachel's sepulchre in the border of Benjamin at Zilzah, and they will say unto thee, the asses which thou wentest to seek are found. And lo, thy father hath left the care of the asses, and sorroweth for you, saying, what shall I do for my son? Then shalt thou go on forward from thence, and thou shalt come to the plain of Tabor, and there shall meet thee 3 men going up to God Most High to Bethel, one carrying 3 kids, and another carrying 3 loaves of bread, and another carrying a bottle of wine.
Oh, what? Bottle of wine? What are you doing with wine? Oh, you're not supposed to drink wine. He's carrying a bottle of wine. Okay, it wasn't grape juice. It was a bottle of wine. Okay, go ahead.
And they will salute thee and give thee 2 loaves of bread, which thou shalt receive of thy hands. And they shall salute thee and give thee 2 loaves of bread, which thou shalt receive of their hands. After that, thou shalt come to the hill of God Most High Power, where is the garrison of the Philistines.
Now, who were the Philistines now? They were our arch enemies, man. Okay, and these were strong Hamites, Africans, and they hated us, man. Okay, they were living south of us in the land of the Philistines, and they hated us, man, with a perfect hatred. Okay, go ahead.
And it shall come to pass, when thou art come thither to the city, that thou shalt meet a company of prophets coming down from the high place with a sorcery, and a tabret, and a pipe, and a harp before them, and they shall prophesy. And the Spirit of the Lord Most High will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shall be turned into another man.
Mm-hmm.
And let it be, when these signs are come unto thee, that thou do as occasion serve thee, for God Most High Power is with thee. And thou shalt go down before me to Gilgal, and behold, I will come down unto thee to offer burnt offerings and to sacrifices of peace offerings. 7 days shalt thou tarry till I come to thee, and show thee what thou shalt do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so that when he had turned his back to go from Samuel, God Most High Power gave him another heart. And all those signs came to pass that day. And when they came thither to the hill, behold, a company of prophets met him, and the Spirit of the Most High Power came upon him, and he prophesied among them.
Mm-hmm. So
And
Saul was prophesying with them. All right, go ahead.
And it came to pass, when all that knew him before time saw that, behold, he prophesied among the prophets. Then the people said unto another, What is this? What is this that is come unto the son of Kish?
So they said, what's going on here? What happened to the son of Kish? What happened to the son of Kish? He's a prophet now? All right, he got anointed. The Spirit of the Most High came upon him. All right, go ahead.
And Saul also among the prophets. And one of the same place answered and said, But who is their father? Therefore it became a proverb. Is Saul also among the prophets? And when he had made an end of prophesying, he came to the high place. And Saul's uncle said unto him and to his servants, Whither went ye? And he said, To seek the asses. And when we saw that they were nowhere, we came to Samuel.
So he went to Samuel to find out where he could find the asses. All right, because they know Samuel is a man of the Most High. He's going to tell him, look, this is where your asses went. But in doing that, Samuel was talking to him and letting him know what was going to happen to him. All right, go ahead.
And Saul's uncle said, Tell me, I pray thee, what Samuel said unto you.
So he said, tell me, what did Samuel say to you now? Because his uncle knew something was up, but he couldn't pinpoint it. So he said, what did Samuel say unto you? Go ahead.
And Saul said unto his uncle, He told the matter of the kingdom, whereof Samuel.
No.
Hold on.
Give me Zachariah, give it up. Sorry, I got to read for me, Zachariah. You're screwing me up, man.
All right, pardon me, I won't do that.
Mike Allah, those print too small or something?
Yeah, I get this big print. Yeah.
Mike Allah, read for me.
Oh, yeah.
In the 16th verse.
This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 10, verse 16. And Saul said unto his uncle, He told us plainly that the asses were found, but of the matter of the kingdom, whereof Samuel spake, he told him not. Verse 17. And Samuel called the people together unto the Most High to Mapheth. Verse 18. And said unto the children of Israel, Thus saith the Most High power of Israel, I brought up Israel out of Egypt and deliver you out of the hand of the Egyptians and out of the hand of all kingdoms and of them that oppress you.
So that's what the Most High did for us. Of all the people, the kingdoms that oppress us, the people. Go ahead.
Verse 19. And ye have this day rejected your power, who himself saved you out of all your adversaries, adversities, and your tribulations. And ye have said unto him, Nay, but set a king over us. Now therefore, present yourself before the Most High by your tribes and by your thousands. Verse 20. And when Samuel had caused all the tribes of Israel to come near, the tribe of Benjamin was taken.
So the tribe of Benjamin was taken, all right, to become the king over Israel. Go ahead.
Verse 21. When he had caused the tribe of Benjamin to come near by their families, the family of Methri was taken, and Saul, the son of Kish, was taken. And when they sought him, he could not be found. Verse 22. Therefore, they inquire of the Most High further, if the man should yet come thither. And the Most High answered, Behold, he have hid himself among the stuff. Verse 23. And they ran and fetched him thence, And when he stood among the people, he was higher than any of the people from his shoulder and upward.
So he was tall. Saul was tall. Big shoulders, tall. He probably was standing at least, maybe I'll say 8 feet. Probably about 7 to 8 feet. All right, go ahead, because Goliath was about 15 feet. All right, go ahead.
Verse 24. And Samuel said to all the people, see ye him whom the Most High have chosen, that there is none like him among all the people. And all the people shouted and said, the Most High give the king, save the king.
See, and that's where the British get that from too.
Right, right.
God save the king, God save the queen. They got that from here.
Right.
All right, okay, go ahead.
Verse 25. Then Samuel told the people the manner of the kingdom, and wrote it in a book, and laid it up before the Most High. And Samuel sent all the people away, every man to his house. Verse 26. And Saul also went home to Gibeah, and there went with him a band of men, whose heart the Most High have touched. Verse 27. But the children of Belial said, how shall this man save us?
So you had a group of other wicked Israelites now, and they said, oh, this wicked, how this man gonna save us? You know, you're gonna always have pros and cons, always amongst you. Peter's gonna like you of your nation, Peter's gonna hate you. Player haters, all right? They're like, oh, this man gonna save us now. Same thing with Moses when he brought us out. Remember what's his name? Moses. Dathan. That was a Negro boy. The most I had to deal with him personally, boy. Most I said, you know what? I'm gonna open the earth and swallow your behind. You know, good piece of Negro. And he was giving Moses hell, man. Yeah, Korah too, all of them. Bunch of yeah. Most I said, I'm gonna do something that had not been done. Okay? That's a hell of a death, man. When the earth open up and swallow you, man, open up, and then it closed back, man. Yeah, yo, everybody, man, you buried alive, man. Yeah. Nobody can hear you scream no more. That's boy. I wonder if he's back here again today.
Gotta be.
And he must be worse off now, boy. He must be an Egyptologist now. Don't believe in the Most High no more. All right, go ahead.
And they despised him and brought him no present.
Yeah, so they despised Saul and they brought him no present. All right, go ahead.
But he held his peace.
But Saul held his peace. So I was just, all right, showing that comparison, parallelism, analogy of King Saul to Marcus Garvey being one of the first black leaders to so-called unify us under Pan-Africanism, not under our identity. But Marcus Garvey had the largest following of any black leader. All right? And like I said, with all these other leaders that we had, tap in.
No, come on.
All the leaders that we had, like I said, Marcus Garvey, Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, they all were profound leaders, but they wasn't like Marcus Garvey that stood out, the most prolific of all the black leaders. Marcus Garvey stood out the most, and he had the largest following of black people. All right, from that time, and even still are Marcus Garvey followers today. All right, so I just wanted to show those comparison in the scriptures today, from back then to now, it's still there. All right, and when you read the story about King Saul of his fatal end, you saw what he did. He went to the witch, but the witch is an Obeah woman. All right, he went to the Obeah woman. All right, to tell him what's going to happen, what's his future. What did the Most High, is the Most High going to kill me? Did the Most High cast me away? Yeah, the Most High rejected him. And that was his last resort to find out about the Most High, showing you we're a spiritual people. But we're spiritual on the left, on the right hand side too. Right? But ultimately, we have to return on the right hand of the spiritual causes of the Most High to obtain that everlasting kingdom, righteousness, and his mercy. All right? And obtain the kingdom. It all has to come back to the right hand side, not the left hand side. Right? So I just wanted to show that. That was my class. I want to add more things to it, but I'm gonna just keep it that simple today. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed. Everybody got something from it. They got some kind of understanding from it, because some people, it's hard to understand. Some people it's easy to be understood, because not everybody could perceive and get the message at the same time. But I try to make it as simple and basic, as simplistic as possible, to identify the correlation with us from the past to the present to the future. Nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is we lost our identity. But the Most High said, in the land of our captivity, we're going to do what?
Bethink ourselves.
We're going to rethink ourselves. We're going to remember. You're going to bring it back to mind. So when you bring it back to mind, everything has to come back into understanding. Everything. All right? Yes, the guy. Well, it's an individualistic thing, and it's also a collective thing, but it's also spiritually too, and it's something that you have to see for yourself and understand. Now, to say 100% you directly from that tribe, I won't say it because I don't really know, but judging from the characteristics, the personalities, and from what we read in the scriptures and what we're still doing today, you could basically identify with some of the tribes today. You could definitely identify with Benjamin from his characteristics, cultural traits, all right? The patterns are still the same. His speech, his boldness, all right? His rebelliousness against the system is still there. It hasn't changed, all right? And then you could see with Judah, the characteristics and the patterns of Judah. Judah is more locked into the system, trying to change and make the system better. You understand? For everybody, but basically for themselves, because who's on the forefront fighting for reparations? FBA's Foundation of Black Americans. They're on the forefront speaking about what? Mainly about the political injustices that's happening in America and worldwide. Okay? When anything you talk about, reparations, that's Judah. That's out there. Okay? The political system, who's up there in the political system? Judah. In the sports world, who's up there? Judah. The entertainment world, Judah. All right? You ever seen in the Olympics when they had the Olympics when those three brothers that stood up? That was a very impactful statement that they made. And they raised their fists up together and said, "To hell with you damn crackers, man." The black gloves. That was a message, man. They were saying a strong, powerful message. To hell with you damn devils. Black power. Black power. Okay? I got their medal stripped. You understand? But they said, we don't give a damn. To hell with that. Because they were fighting against the injustice that was imposed amongst black people here in America. Yes. Yeah, because they stood strong. Yeah, because they stood strong to what they believe in. You understand? So it's an individual thing, it's a spiritual thing, it's a collective thing, and it's also to identifying the traits and the characteristics and reading the scripture and looking at how the tribes operate between Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You understand? And Judah, you could see the traits of Judah. All right, it's known, it's there. Okay, and Benjamin, you could see the traits, it's there. All right, because Benjamin just sing about revolution, about the system. Don't give a damn, burn it down. All right, you should hear this song by Coco T. He sing this song. I don't know if I could pull it up because let me show you. I'm pulling it up on here about Coco T. I'm gonna show you. He sing about this song here. And when I heard this song the first time, I said, damn, where the hell he got that from? You know what I mean? And he was singing it direct. He said, Coco T. I'm gonna pull it up and show you. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it.
Loose again.
Hey, this one was called Babylon. It was called Babylon by Coco T. Yeah. Coco T. Babylon. No, that's not the one. He said, Babylon is not my home. All right, let me put it up right here.
Oh, I think it named it. I got a different title
Yeah.
than Babylon.
Not this one. He said, hurry up and come, cause Babylon done. Hurry up and come.
I think that's it. Hurry up and come.
Hurry up and come. Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
type in hurry
Yeah.
up and come.
Yeah.
Hurry
Coco
up.
T, hurry up and come.
Hurry up and come. Babylon.
I want you to listen to this here. No copyright infringement. No copyright infringement. All right. Listen to this here.
I home is not in Babylon.
Yeah.
Mount Zion is
You hear what he said?
any day from now. I know. Calling on Rasta man. No more with I hurry up and come. Hurry up and come. Hurry up and come.
He said, hurry up and come, cause Babylon done.
Hurry up and come. Hurry up and come. America. Down here in the Pacific.
See?
Japan took over to China. Fire burn the Austrian.
See there? Fire burn for all slave master.
Well, I can't get no food now. Get up and come. Get up and come. Get up and come.
All right. So I just wanted to show that. So that's one of the traits and characteristics of Benjamin, and that have not changed since day one. It's still the same. All right. He just raving like a wolf. All right. So I just wanted to just show some of those comparison analogies to Judah and Benjamin. All right. So with that, in my class, if anybody got any questions, any comments, Kataza, see if there are any comments there. Pull up the comments. If anybody got any comments, any statements or anything like that. Yes, Zachariah.
Change, you know how you say like with Frederick Douglass meeting with our people, you're gonna have some people that's not gonna get along with your own people.
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
One gonna stand for the right thing and one is not.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, look at Jesse Jackson. He just passed, right? Even though you might say negative about him too, you have to speak on the positive. What was Jesse famous for? And what else? He was on the civil rights for his people. Even though some people might agree. Remember, Jesse stood up too and put up that fist too. He was wearing his front is that shaky. He was up there too. And it was Jesse is the one that gave Obama the incentive to run. And you understand? And when Obama won, Jesse was crying because Jesse like, damn. Because Jesse said, I'm not gonna say nothing, but I know what happened. I know what happened. They didn't choose me, but they chose you. And I did it. I did it twice. Jesse ran twice. And Jesse also too did what? He went over to Iran and freed the hostages. Okay, so that's Judah playing that pivotal role in the forefront. Yeah, he called him Jaime Tongue, and he got backlash for that, boy. Yes.
We have to think about what the scripture says about obeying
Mhm.
the Most High. He worships the
Right.
Most High.
Mhm.
He's not a worshiper of the Most High.
Right.
Keeping the Sabbath.
Right.
Sabbath is a very important
Right.
day of the Most High.
Mhm.
He's a Baptist.
Right.
Baptist is on the first day of the week.
Right.
So yes, he's trying to defend the black people,
Mhm.
but at the
Same time.
how are you gonna do that? The Most High can't allow you to bring him down one way and then trying to
Right. So that's why you have to show the negative and the positive. And that shows you.
That's why the Most High allowed him to be president.
Right.
And he was running.
Right.
He wouldn't.
Right.
And also, the Most High was not bringing a Judite to be a king in this place.
Right. Right. We're not gonna be right. No. Right. And he was selected. He was selected. He was selected. A lot of people don't know that. And that's why Jesse, he was crying. He had his hand in his lip like this. He was like, okay, I know the secret, Obama, but I'm not going to say nothing. I know why you was selected. I wasn't. I did it twice and they didn't choose me. You understand? Because Jesse came up from the era of the civil rights movement. All right? So, yeah, that was a signal. Keep your mouth shut. Don't worry. We'll take care of you. Just keep your mouth shut. All right?
That was ritualistic.
That was ritualistic. Okay, and even with the Epstein stuff that's going on, that's all ritual. That goes back to the ancient world too.
Yeah.
Epstein and all them, and Trump too. He is like he's in there more times than you could. I don't know. Trump is like the author of that book too. Okay, it's all a ritualistic, satanic ritual that they're doing, man. Okay, so they're bringing it out now, not because they want you to know. They're doing it because they're about to reset the system, all right? And it's like, so what? What you gonna do? You can't do nothing against us. That's what they're saying. You understand? And they're showing you part of what this country is about. It's about Satanism, rituals, child molestation, child sacrificing, and all of that. They were doing all of that in that Epstein stuff, man. Epstein had secret chambers going out to the sea, man. Okay, tunnels and stuff, man, where they were sacrificing children, man. Okay, these are some devils, man. That's what they are. And the Most High is bringing it out to show us. You understand? So the Most High is forcing them, but it's not Trump that brought it out because he didn't want to bring it out. Okay, he was against it. Trump said, if we do it, I might hurt some people. Who's gonna hurt? His people, his rich buddies, and himself. He didn't give a damn about the victims. Okay, they're a bunch of evil, diabolical, sinister, wicked people, man. They didn't have nothing to do with no righteousness. And the Most High is gonna slay every last one of them. With that, I say shalom. Huh? Any comments? Yeah.
Allah says Garvey was born in 1887.
Mm-hmm.
Israelite Spartan says some people say Frederick Douglass was a white man. I'm not saying it's true.
Question.
Okay.
Shabbat Shalom. Are you all Messianic and believe in ethnic Gentile grafting?
All right. And with that,
Those are some comments. Those are any questions? Yeah.
Question is, what exactly does the word Judah mean? Praise or give thanks?
Both.
What exactly does the part J-U mean?
It comes from the word Yah, from the Most High name. It's part of the Most High name to give praise, to give thanks. All right. And that's why the Most High say he chose Judah to be the ruler, because that's part of the Most High name. Judah, Yahweh, Yahweh. All right. So
Patrick payback say, but the South Africans are brothers that is Israel.
Yeah, some there might be. Yeah, it might be. Some might be. Yeah, you understand?
Zulus ain't Israelites.
But they wasn't on the forefront to bring out the truth. If they knew the truth, they were suppressing it. If any Africans knew the truth that we're Israelites, they wasn't bringing it out. They was keeping it quiet. They wasn't saying nothing. All right. Any that's it. Right. All right. So that was my class was just the comparison, the parallelism of Judah and Benjamin of the past and of today. And like I said, Marcus Garvey was one of the most prolific leaders during that time that gathered Judah, Benjamin, Levi. He gathered all the tribes on a mass level in Harlem, USA. All right. And he stood out amongst one of the greatest, even though you had leaders before him. All right. Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington. All right. But W.E.B. Du Bois was a staunch enemy to Marcus Garvey. Okay. They fought. Marcus Garvey lashed his behind out too, man. And they were going back and forth too, man. All right. But Marcus Garvey was influenced by Booker T, by Judah. You understand? He liked Booker T from the book that he wrote, Up from Slavery. And Marcus Garvey took from that. And he also named his ship after Frederick Douglass. All right. All right. So our history is a great history, but it's not called our history. It's called Black history. It's called all these different names. But in all reality, it's the history of the Hebrew Israelites. And we're going to come to that understanding right in the land of our captivity. All right. The Most High, so you're going to wake up to that fact. Yes. They're not the scared. Some of our people have a hatred for the Most High. They don't want to identify as Israel. They want to identify and choose everything that the Most High didn't give us. That's rebelliousness. You understand? They don't want to agree with what the Most High said we are. They want to choose something else that the Most High did not give us. That's why the Most High said 2/3 gonna have to perish. Yeah. Yes.
But that once again goes along with the characteristics of who we are.
Right. The characteristics. Stiff-necked.
Rebellion.
Yes.
People.
That's the number one characteristics. Rebelliousness. That's the number one trait in our people. Rebelliousness. Sottish children. All right. So with that, I say shalom. Long live Israel. Kwam Yasharallah. I say Shabbat Shalom.